books are consumer products just like any other, and a book launch needs to be given just as much care, focus, and attention and time and energy as a regular consumer product launch. So in today's vlog, I'm doing things a little bit differently. I'm going to explain why authors and writers need to hire beta readers, specifically why you should consider hiring sensitivity readers. And first and foremost, if you are writing characters who are from a background that is not your own, in terms of ethnicity or religion or even geography or what have you, socioeconomic status, hiring beta readers who are from those demographics can help provide a sense of realness. They can provide feedback on how accurate or inaccurate certain attributes of your characters are, and it really helps round out your characters and the plot that you're building, and it really helps prevent anything insensitive or inaccurate to seep into your story and lower the quality of it. So basically, when you hire a sensitivity reader or a beta reader that specializes in authenticity reading, what you're doing is you are investing in a higher quality of work and helping to develop the characters that and the world that you are building for those characters to live. So for my work in progress specifically, I have several characters of color in different ethnic groups, and so authenticity reader or a sensitivity reader, they may or may not be an editor in terms of formal training or profession, but they may be a bookstagrammer. They may be someone who is formally educated in a specific topic. So for example, say you are working on a science fiction novel and a lot of your characters are researchers of some degree. You can hire a beta reader, an authenticity reader who works in that field to verify the realism within the book. So yes, it's science fiction, but it still needs to somewhat make sense. And likewise, if you have characters of color, like in my book, I have characters of color, and so I hired beta readers who have formal training, are from those demographics, and one of them is a bookstagrammer who does this as a side hustle type thing. So they're people who have some level of authority to be editing and critiquing on the topic at hand. So how did I find these beta readers? Honestly, Fiverr. I looked on Upwork and I looked on Reedsy, but they didn't have as many options as I would have liked. Maybe I didn't look hard enough. If you have found success with beta readers on Upwork or Reedsy, let me know, and I would love to hear how you found them. But I found my beta readers on Fiverr. And if you don't know what Fiverr is a freelancing platform with anything under the sun. Like, you can find people who are freelancing for a number of different industries, a number of almost countless different tasks can be found and completed through Fiverr. So that's how I found my beta readers. A simple search of editing, reading, sensitivity reading, using those search terms, I found the beta readers that I have worked with, that I'm now working with. I got the report from one of them just yesterday, and so I'm going to start reading some of the comments. I haven't read it yet. Okay, so I am opening up the reader's report for the very first time. and I'm so nervous. Oh, I'm so excited. Vicious Circle was an incredible read. It followed genre conventions, yet felt like such a fresh take on sci-fi, and the balance between humor, action, and heart was so well done. Having a large ensemble cast can sometimes lead to characters being underdeveloped, but I thought you did a great job of fleshing out each of your characters and making sure that they had their own agenda and goals. There wasn't a single POV I wasn't interested in because their personalities were all so unique and they contributed to progressing the story. It made the story so chaotic in a good way, as everyone was focused on Ellie, but for different reasons. I just loved the manhunt for her. I'm like, that makes me so happy because this book is literally like a lifetime in the making, and it started out as a game on the playground when I was in like second grade. So in like second grade, I started this game because I was obsessed with superheroes. I loved all things Marvel and Teen Titans and Static Shock and Justice League, the cartoon. And so I just couldn't get enough of like, you know, superhero type stuff, mutants, what have you. And I made this game up on the playground, and everyone had their own code names and all this kind of stuff. And the entire grade, mind you, I went to a very small school. There's only like 30 kids in the entire grade, but like my entire second grade and like half of the first graders and half of the third graders, there's like 50 kids, okay, involved in this playground game. We all had our own nicknames and powers and stuff, and I got frustrated because I had a storyline for everybody and no one was following the storyline that I had built out in my head for them. But like this went on for like a couple of weeks at least, where even in class we started referring to each other by our code names. So like, and then I had in third grade I had a teacher who noticed that I was very imaginative for a child, and she suggested that I write a book. So that is what this has been. So third grade is when I started writing this book, and obviously it's like very different from, you know, when I was like 8. So like to know that the work is paid off is so exciting. This makes my day. Today was a rough day. It's a Wednesday. I burnt my hand making coffee today. You can kind of see that it's red, blistering a little, but this makes my day. Today was a rough day for me, but this makes my day. I'm so excited. This is why you need a beta reader, because when you're pursuing publishing a book, and I've said this before and I will say it again, this is the hill that I will die on. Books are consumer products, just like any other. And a book launch needs to be given just as much care, focus, and attention, and time, and energy as a regular consumer product launch. So when you invest in beta readers, when you invest in editing, you are investing in that reiteration process that other consumer products would go through. So a consumer product would go through lots of different variations of testing. Lots of money is poured into consumer products before they're even announced on the market. And so when you are looking at beta readers for your book, what you are doing is you are making sure that you have a commercially viable product. You are making sure that, you know, what you are putting out as a product is actually going to be appealing to the target audiences that you have. So that is my spiel. I'm very excited to dig more into this, but I hope this helps. Like, let me know if you've hired beta readers. Let me know what your experiences have been with them, and where have you found them, and you know, what your journey has been like. If there's anything more about this kind of topic that you'd like me to explore and like discuss more in depth, please let me know. I would love to hear it. But I'm gonna finish reading this report and finish eating dinner before I get back to work. Until next time.